Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems.
All right, Coach, autumn in full swing, and it is decently chilly, but all in all, a pleasant day here at FedEx Field just outside of the District of Columbia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it two different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his fourth touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
They go play action here on first down. He completes it to Abdullah. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Go. He's checking crap. Go.
2nd and 11. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 43.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third down, Barkley, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Now it's Watson. And this is incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. On second down now, it's Love, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. On 3rd down, here's Love. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
This is it. 19. I'm coming.
Look at this, a tight end carry. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On the ground with a tight end. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
This is it. 19. I got it. Single.
On 3rd down, Love. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check 3.
They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital. And it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Alert! You go forward! Son, you go. Put it down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. That one into the hands of Kane. Touchdown, Washington! Deon Kane, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Quarterback throws the fade, and that's one where really the receiver just has to make a play, right?
Brandon, all you're asking your quarterback to do is put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Let your guy get it and no one else. That makes it a very, very difficult play to defend.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Barkley on 1st down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Saquon Barkley running right, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again is Watson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20. Then a catch and run. Now a 1st down throw. Watson hits his running back, Pirine. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 3rd down, Love. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Reset. 19. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 25, 24,
From the red zone now, Watson. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Redskins
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13. They'll look to throw here. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
On first down, Watson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go, boys.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Redskins on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11.
Check 52.
Out of the gun, Watson sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Got three down. Out.
Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 23 yards on the play.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Hey, 31! Hey, 59! Patch it. Alert! Alert!
Watson looks to throw again. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep. This is caught at the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On third down, Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, 77 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drive should be...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So after the sack, here's second and 14.
56. 56, right there, 56. Hey, let's get that ball, D.
Second and 14. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now Saquon Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 41.
Here's a second and 7. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 45-yard line.
First down.
What we got? What we got? Mike 56. Mike 56. Crunch time, defense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Check. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Looking to throw. And it's caught. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Number 10. First and goal, Giants.
What are you up? Mike 48. 81. Give these traps. Let's go. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey. SOS.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
48's Mike. 48's Mike. I know he ain't got it. Go. 48. Hey, we go, Mike. Henry. Let's go. He don't know no better.
Second and 3. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tanner Vallejo in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Well, they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh, 56 is the Mike.
He'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Duke Dawson picks it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on second down. Watson is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, defense. Our time. This is 54. He's coming. Don't let him up.
Watson on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Check 13. Check 13. Match box. Right, switch.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he will find his man on the outside. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They're going to look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
He's coming. We got double up. At 59.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Let's go, baby.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try the air now with Watson. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
I'm coming. Mike, check. 59.
Throwing now, Watson. Flush to his right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Oh, try. Just get it. Yo, it's the motion.
They'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
Well, I was starting to stand up.
Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? We thought maybe they might get that miracle finish that they were looking for. Didn't quite get it done.
So for the Redskins, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our